There we go. Well, look at that light today, though. Some of that natural light. I don't have everything in my way today either. I got my update from my counselor that I was supposed to go to yesterday, but we didn't go early enough, and there's been a lot of people that's been dealing with anxiety and such, I guess, because of the pandemic, because they swear that they've always been like this, but the last 3 times that I have went, it's not been as busy as it's been today, for sure. But anyway, I got my update today. I was finally able to go, and I got my intake finished, which didn't really take that long. The longest it took was for waiting. But I go back here in about, about an hour. Yeah, about an hour. Because it's 9:47 now. I go back at 10:45. And then I got an hour long, I guess it's still like an orientation, except this time with one of the counselors. Or I think she's a nurse. I'm not sure. Uh, when I tell you I ticked the whole time, oh my god. The whole time. I don't think there was one moment I didn't twitch while I was in there. And I was trying so hard not to touch everything. Because everything that I saw, I had to touch it. That and one of my new ticks is like, I don't know, it's not fully hello, but it's like an English hello, like hello. I mean, it's kind of funny to me. I mean, I know it's not funny, but it's funny to me. I'm trying to figure out ways to laugh about it or whatever, because sometimes it's kind of funny, like when I was in there and I knocked on my notebook and I answered myself and I said, "Who's there?" I mean, I kind of thought that shit was funny. Well, thank you. Me too. It took forever, but I finally got my hour and a half long appointment that I gotta go to and talk about crap, I guess. I don't know. Not crap, but we gotta talk about stuff. I know, I'm sure my YouTube viewers are gonna wonder why I'm not going live in there. And I'm gonna explain that right now. I have personal information and stuff that I gotta give these people, as well as more personal information in my brain that I don't feel comfortable with the world knowing, and that I feel like they shouldn't. I mean, not that they shouldn't know, but it's none of their business, really. So, most of it is for confidential reasons. But I am going to keep y'all updated as much as possible once I go through. My first time, I'll have to go to see the doctor on the screen there. But after that, I'll be able to do it from home on the Zoom chats and stuff. So that'll be pretty awesome. But it's only the first time I have to go and stuff like that. Also signed agreements for if I'm given medication, I have to take them or whatever. I guess breaking that term would mean they terminate me being there, or I don't know how that works, but they made me aware of that today. Hopefully, they won't put me on anything since they're trying to wean me off of stuff. But honestly, guys, I don't even really care as long as whatever it is helps. Sorry. Yeah, that's one of them, you guys. I'm a little bit got myself a little bit excited because I finally got in stuff. So, a little bit excited. What is Luna? Come here. Well, come on. Well, that's okay. Oh, yeah, so much. I mean, luckily they're only like about 10 minutes down the road, but I still prefer to do it at home because, you met me. It's kind of difficult for me to even chat with you or Matt, so it made me so anxious just being in that place. And as far as social distancing goes, there was absolutely none. I mean, they had the right idea. They had the tape on the floor, but it didn't help because the chairs were sitting right there beside them, and nobody was even spaced out 6 feet apart because there was, I don't know, I know there was like over 10 people in that little bitty room, and the room is maybe about the size of our living room and kitchen together. So that, I mean, that's still kind of pretty small. Oh, I'm still kind of nervous about going back, but I know it's got to get done. Thankfully, it's also the same lady that I've dealt with the last 2 or 3 times that I went. So it kind of makes me more comfortable, but at the same time, I don't know if I'm going to have the same doctor or not. I mean, maybe I will. Maybe I can ask her and they can do that if she's still there, but I don't know. There's a little bit of some different issues going on now. I mean, I'm still. Mm, I mean, I can't say that I don't seize anymore just because I haven't in like a month and a half, almost 2 months. But they have really slowed down. I haven't had any since then. But now it's just these movements and stuff that I can't get under control. I mean, if I think about it really hard, I can stop them for a few minutes, but when I do that, then it comes out afterwards and it just makes it worse. So I just let the ticks happen as they come, because if not, they're just gonna explode. And here recently, it's gotten to the point I'm starting to hurt myself. I don't know if y'all can see it now, but I bruised my knuckles on top of my fingers up there, and that's just from ticking. Um, I got bruises on my leg. Looks like my old man beat me. He did not, but it looks that way, and that's just from tapping my leg. I mean, they're not even like, they can't be like little soft taps either. My shit's gotta be like violent. I gotta tap that stuff hard. Oh yeah, I'm starting to learn that because honestly, a lot of them can be embarrassing. I think, and that's mostly because sometimes I'll blurt stuff out. Like earlier when I was at the place, I knocked on my notebook and then I answered myself and I said who's there. I mean, nobody was watching me at the time, and it was kind of funny, I thought, but if I was in the store and that happened, I would have been so embarrassed, and that's because I don't know how to deal with this stuff yet. I mean, I'm used to my seizures, and I'm used to kind of having that movement, but I'm not used to being aware during them. So that was like, it's kind of a little bit different. But now my neurologist can leave me alone because I'm finally in this place. But we still gotta work on a movement specialist, so I'm still not quite out of the woods yet. And the only one that we found for one of those doctors is in Rome, which is quite a bit of ways from here. I mean, I guess if I'm just gonna go that far, might as well go to Atlanta. I mean, it's almost the same distance, pretty much. Oh, never mind. I am wrong. Let me correct that for y'all. It is not closer. See, guys, I told you all you gotta do is correct me, and I will get to it, and I will correct it as I go through. Because I'm not 100% educated on this stuff. I'm just letting y'all know as it happens to me or as my doctors tell me, and I get this understanding. So, once again, if I'm wrong on anything, y'all please let me know so that I can correct it. I mean, if I could drive, it'd be a little bit better, but I mean, it's still quite a bit of a ways. I want to get in with Chattanooga, but they say they don't accept my Medicaid for some reason, which they should, because I've been to those places 100 times already. But apparently they've been having a problem with dealing with my episodes because they're so severe or whatever. They don't deal with the PNES here, which is the main thing I'm needing. I mean, it doesn't like control my life, but at the same time, it kind of does. And as far as the movements go, we want that. Well, I want that to be diagnosed or whatever. I want it to be known. I want to know what it is so I can. I mean, we got an idea of what it is because my neurologist hadn't diagnosed it, but as far as they're thinking that it is a form of tics or Tourette's. They're not sure. So I'll have to go to a movement specialist, or in their case, and a psychologist. Excuse me, I gotta let my dogs in. I'm not going anywhere. But I'm supposed to do this stuff in addition to going to him so that we can get some of these movements under control and figure out where they're coming from. Because as far as we know of, they're not coming from my brain unless if they're like deeper down. Oh, I thought that was kind of cool, you guys. I got to see my brain for the first time. I mean, I know I have one. Everybody's got one. Um, but I thought it was kind of cool. I got to see it. It looks normal. I mean, I got a Medusa brain, as they call it, which just means I was born with some um, extra veins in my brain, and they kind of look like, you know, how Medusa's hair is, and it's all like little squiggly snakes. Yeah, it's what it looks like. And no, that's not the cause of anything. It doesn't do anything at all. It's there. It's just something I was born with. I know, right? So I mean, it's kind of cool. I mean, I don't really know why they call it like the Medusa stuff, but I guess I get it. Those little squiggles or whatever. Oh, we gotta get this shit figured out, you guys. I'm tired of dealing with this stuff. I mean, this has been an ongoing problem since, let's see, I was 18. I'm about to be 27, so 19, 20. So 9 years now. So going on a decade, just about, I have been dealing with this stuff with basically no help. Well, no, I gotta rephrase that again. I lied because the Emory tried to help, but they are too far away, and it's as simple as that. They're too far away. They're about 2 hours away, about 2.5 hours away almost. And that's near my mama. And I can't afford to go there. And that's the only place that I really heard that deals with all that kind of stuff, and they got great doctors. But I heard there's some great ones in Cleveland too. I think I heard Vanderbilt is a good one, but that one is too far away. I just don't know what to do with them anymore, and it's coming to a point where I'm starting to hurt myself. And I don't want it to get to a point where I'm hurting myself and others because I'm starting to throw stuff across the room. And I know that I don't mean to, but it's frustrating. Like the other day when I broke my bottle, it's supposed to be childproof. I don't think that's very childproof if you throw the bottle and it breaks open. Come on, you guys, that's not very childproof. But I broke it. It's completely broken. It no longer is a twist cap. It's just one that you sit on the top. So I gotta be very careful with that. Luckily, I'm gonna go ahead and answer some people's questions. No, I don't have children, nor do I have children that come over here. So it's no big deal. But we do have animals. It is up by my TV, which is higher up. But my point is, I don't think it's supposed to be that easy to come open. What time is it though, you guys? Okay, I still got like 40 something minutes left. I go talk to this lady for like an hour and a half. I mean, I guess it's no big deal because I'm talking to you guys, but I mean, it's not quite the same. I gotta go talk to this lady face to face. I mean, I think she'll let Matt back there with me because she did last time, but we are still during the COVID, but I'm not supposed to be left alone. And that is because I can hurt myself or I can fall at any given point. Just because I have PNES episodes and I haven't had any in a month and a half doesn't mean that I won't have one now. It's just they haven't happened right now. They've been more of the ticks instead, and we're kind of hoping that's what it's gone to, and there are no more seizures. But we can't quite answer that yet because we haven't gotten there yet. um, but from what I was told, the seizures are always going to be there regardless. They can just be suppressed or whatever for a certain amount of time, or they can be under control for amount of time. Since we cut down on my meds, they could just be under control right now, and who knows. We don't even know if this ticking stuff is a seizure or not. I mean, we don't really think it is, but we don't know yet. They're still trying to diagnose, and that's why we're going to the counselor now so that we can get that part in there and they can evaluate me for bipolar. Excuse me, reevaluate me for bipolar, because the one doctor that I did have, I think it was in, I think it was in Lovejoy, actually. But he just recently got sent to prison for, I think it was messing with some minors or something. But he got in trouble and he's in jail now and no longer owns his license. But he once upon a time, he told me that everybody's got bipolar. So I was diagnosed then. Um, we have noticed I do have mood swings, but we're not certain if it's bipolar or what it is. So this is another reason that I'm going to this lady so that we can assess it and see if it is or not. And if it isn't, we're going to start cutting down off the Depakote, which will be really good because those of you that don't know, Depakote is not good for when you're trying to have children, which I have been for a few years now. And I mean, we haven't had any luck. Don't know if I can't or if it's just because my medications, which it very likely could be, or the fact that I've been on them for so long. We don't really know. But my point is, it's bad for development of a child. So he's wanting to get me off of it since I'm of childbearing years, and that I'm not trying to stop it from happening. I stopped my birth control because I'm not comfortable with being on it. I don't want to be on it. I don't want to stop anything from getting me pregnant if that's the case. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm at that point now. I would like for it to still, but right now I think the most important thing is we get this stuff under control and, like he said, hopefully off of those meds. We're still going to stay on the Lexapro, which is a mood stabilizer. It's helping pretty good for the most part with the social anxiety. I think that's why I can talk to y'all on here for the most part, because before I was not even comfortable being on camera at all, not even in the slightest. But now I'm comfortable with it. In my opinion, I'm just talking to the camera. I mean, I know y'all are watching me, but I'm just talking to the camera, so I feel better. The only issue, though, is it kind of makes me slightly more agitated at times. And I'll notice it because after I take it, I've already been agitated. But then once I take it and about an hour later, I'll feel a little bit more agitated than I normally would. Like, everything's frustrating me. Just breathing is frustrating. And I don't know why it shouldn't be like that, you guys. I mean, honestly, it should not be like that. I should not be angry every time I open my eyeballs. But I am for some reason. And there's nothing really wrong with my life at all. Nothing that I can't change. I can't change. But we're going to go over that in another video. But something's gonna happen. So got like about 30 more minutes or so. Oh, I'm still so nervous about going back. I mean, Nothing but talking like I am to y'all, but I won't be talking on camera anymore. I mean, she may let Matt go back there with me, because they have not been following social distancing over there at all. So maybe she will let them go back there with me. They did this last time earlier, so maybe. I'm not supposed to be left alone. Um, although I'm not left alone at that point, but another reason I don't want to have to go to the hospital if I have any kind of seizure, which is a possibility too, because that's what happened last time. But we're not gonna we're not gonna go there because we're trying to think on a positive. Yeah, sure. Shouldn't take us long to get back. About an hour and a half, 2 hours maybe. I mean, it shouldn't take 2 hours, but I'm just gonna I'm gonna give it a little bit of time because I'll probably have to wait again and all that other stuff. But hopefully not, since she's already told me to come back. Should just let the front desk know. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to be letting them know, but I finished my orientation this morning. She told me to come back. So, I mean, I guess that's it, right? Um, I got my notebook of my stuff, but I'm kind of nervous to bring it too. I mean, I don't really have any secrets, but it's what I wrote down on my life. But I don't know. Maybe I should just say it, because she's just gonna ask me questions anyway. Answer me questions, stupid. Um. So yeah, I might leave this here because there ain't no point in taking it. There's no point in taking my papers back because I already checked those. Um. I mean, I did write everything down, but she's just gonna ask me, so I'm just gonna answer directly, or whatever I can't answer, Matt probably can. Yeah. Oh. Hopefully it won't be months before I can see the doctor. I mean, I don't think it will. It'll probably be like a week or two. I mean, I think it's kind of stupid that y'all are gonna make me go there to type on a computer when I got my own computer at home. I mean, wow. Just let me do the Zoom stuff now. Stop making me wait. I mean, I understand making me wait until after we come up with our plan of action of what's going to happen. But I don't even know if they're going to send me anywhere else for my movement stuff or not. I'm going to try to ask her if they got any programs or anything that I can get into. Um, I forgot what I was going to say. Uh, let's see. About 10:15 now, so about 30 minutes.
We'll leave in 15 minutes.
15. About 10:15. Okay. I guess didn't want me to have that. See, that's the type of shit I'm talking about. At that time, it just wasn't aggressive. Oh, yeah, throwing stuff is not aggressive enough, right? But yeah, that was not aggressive. The other night was aggressive because I don't know, I touched down that sucker in the floor. I mean, I didn't even know I could throw stuff that hard in the floor without throwing it, but I did. And it even surprised me. It made me cry a little bit. Oh, that's another thing, you guys. I'm a big crybaby, so you'll probably hear about a lot of that. but, but, I am also a woman, so there is, I am a little bit emotional sometimes. So y'all just ignore me if I get in a mood or whatever. But that's why I get on here. That way I don't get in those moods or whatever. Like getting on here kind of helped my chick some because it was really bad earlier. It'll probably get that way here in a few minutes when I start getting nervous in all actuality. Because I'm starting to get a little bit anxious now while they're starting to pop up. That and I'm talking about them too. But, I mean, I don't even know why I'm nervous. It's the same person that I've seen 3 times already. I mean, I'm not telling her anything different than I've told her before, except now they're not seizures, now they're tics. I mean, the seizures are still there, I'm sure, but that's not my issue right now. Now it's this stupid stuff. And it can be funny at times, but it's more frustrating than anything. I'll let y'all in a minute, though, because I ain't getting up yet. But I am about to cut y'all off, you guys, because I've got to get ready to go back to this place and talk and all that other crap. But I will try to come back and keep y'all updated the most that I can, and hopefully we'll have a plan of action after I come back from them. As far as getting put on any medication or anything like that, that won't be happening today because I'm not going to be seeing the doctor or the nurse today. I'm only going to be seeing just the counselor. But hopefully she won't make me do the group counseling this time. Because we discussed that. But this time it's kind of an issue because of this crap. But we're gonna get through it, guys. But alright, we will be back. I'd say about 2 hours, maybe. It probably won't be that long, but I'm gonna give it 2 hours. But I will be back later, you guys.